Is this working? Doesn't seem like it is, actually. That's concerning. Hmm. Is this picking me up at all? Am I even alive? Who knows? Who knows? Because not I. Am I even alive? Let's try something. Okay, let's see. Am I or am I not here? Hello, hello, hello? Okay, let's see. Am I or am I not here? Hello, hello, hello? Alright, it looks like things are working. Right, looks like things are working. And it is just about time to begin. It also looks like, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah, it does. Let's close that out and close that out. See, I got a warning here telling me about the stream's bit rate being too low. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure what that means. Let's look here. Maybe something in the OBS settings. Let's see. Let's see. Right, let's see if that warning is at all gone. I suspect the answer is no. If it's not, then I'm just gonna start regardless. Uh, yep, still complaining about my bitrate. But why? Why is it mad at me? Oh, well, I guess. Yeah, whatever, I guess. We suck it up and we begin. Whole new file. Oh, how wonderful. And steal souls so that... Actually, there's no benefit to it. I already have all the achievements. This is just for show, I guess. Let us skip all the cutscenes because we don't need to see them. We've already seen them. You've already seen them. I've seen them plenty. Seen and read everything. Too many times, honestly. Alright. Every good game has some money to the left of where you start. That's a fact. If Silksong doesn't have that, then something's gone very wrong. Very, very wrong. Collect everything. Money is very important early on. It stays important for a bit, like, until you get... I'd say until you get, like, the fragile charms and as many early notches from Salubra as you can. Past that, maybe it doesn't matter. That does mean, however, that we are rushing for fragile greed. By rushing, I mean just kinda going for it at our normal pace. Played this game enough that I have a good idea of what to do for the start of this. Though it has been a while. So you never know until you know. Could forget something, or something could go not according to plan. I could even die. Ooh, isn't that scary? Not really, I guess. I mean, I'm not worried. So feeling just a wee bit sick today. Today and yesterday, but wanted to stream and so here I am. Glanced at the empty shot for a second and immediately took damage. Lesson learned, I guess. Don't do that while trying to pogo. Now, you'd think I'd be better at not looking away from things while playing. Given... Actually, I don't think I've discussed the exact nature of that here. And I don't think I will. Screw you. Have fun not knowing what I was about to talk about. If you know, you know. But you don't. And I don't think you ever will. Sad. Yeah, that's it for King's Pass until we come back here to go to the Howling Cliffs way later on. Say way later. Are we gonna get the Dream LD stream? Because that's really the big thing that I'm waiting for to go back. You know, you gotta fight Gorb. Gorb, the Great Mind. Ascend with Gorb. I'd ascend with Gorb. Maybe I shouldn't, though. That is perhaps not a good idea. Also, I'm sorry, Elderbug. I'm very sorry, but adventure awaits. Again, gotta get all of the everything. This is maybe just a waste of time, though. This thing's dropped like 2, 3 geo. It's nothing. Yeah, that was almost certainly just a waste of time. But I'm not too worried about finishing quickly either. I also already have the speedrun achievements. Did those in Steel Soul as well. Not to show off, well, maybe a bit. Well, I say that, no one saw it. It was purely for my own satisfaction at that point, I guess. but I did do it. Mostly because I felt like knocking out multiple achievements in the same run, like as many as possible. It was like Banishment, Neglect, Speedrun 1, Speedrun 2, and the one for completing the game in Steel Soul. Was it completing or 100%ing? Doesn't much matter, I guess. Yeah, that's just the way it went. That's pretty cool, I think. I remember I had a really hard time with these guys the first time I played the game. I'm slightly failing to measure the distance here. Though that's probably due to the fact that I'm usually playing with my face a lot closer to the monitor on account of not being able to see. But now I have a microphone in between me and the screen. Isn't that fun? Right, that's one grub, 1 million more to go. For as much as I've played this game, I never did memorize the amount of grubs. Or necessarily the location of all of them, for that matter. Always a couple that I miss somehow. Will try my best to get them. Well, yeah, at least we got the money from that. I figured it was just gonna fall into the spikes. I feel like it usually does. Then again, I feel like also when fighting that guy, he does just rush into the spikes rather than stay on a platform. So good on him for having more survival instincts this time around. Love to see it. And speaking of grubs, I do believe there should be one this next screen. Yep. There he is. This one's kinda... oh, whoopsie doodles. See, I don't see anything. Game's hard when you're blind. Game's slightly less hard when you're not really blind, but just very visually impaired to a degree that can't really be fixed by glasses or anything. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see if we can get this this bench fly over there. Quick. That's not gonna work at all. Come on. Come on. There we go. Just like that. Love to see it. And some of that, some of that, some of that. All the good things. All the good things. I didn't mean to fall there, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, if you know what's here, you know what I'm doing. And if you don't, then welcome. Enjoy watching me play my favorite game of all time. Yay. Alright. Oh, god dang. Oh my god. I swear I usually do that first try. This is very upsetting. There we go. I'm gonna attribute that to my inability to see properly. Also, yeah, you can hold down to look down. Crazy that the tutorial comes up there, and I don't think anywhere else in the game. Like, this area is missable. Very, very missable. Kinda wild that they decided, yeah, this is where you need to do that. Also, I'm thinking maybe I didn't actually have to come this way first. It's probably better to do this after having the Vengeful Spirit. Don't know that it matters much. Unless I die. So I better just not do that. Actually, come to think of it, there really is no need to come here this early. More a matter of, I want to do as much as I can before leaving a given area. Yeah, but then again, I would be doing this before going to Green Planet if I was just waiting for Vengeful Spirit. that is still within those parameters, and it's definitely just better. Yeah, I don't know. Hey. Ah, I've been hurt. Should heal. Oh, come on. That's to be expected, I guess. Oh, you're gonna hit me. I'm at least gonna try to slash at you, and okay, well, sometimes that happens. And sometimes you just get to dodge it expertly and then get hit anyways by something completely avoidable. Wowee. There we go. Nice, clean heal. Missed the pogo. Sucks to suck. But there we go. That's that guy done and dead. And that's our first mask shard. One of way too many, of which I always forget, like 1 or 2. Hello, Cornifer. What a pal. I don't think I care for a map, actually, at all, now that I think about it. I already know the way. I mean, I'll buy them later. It's helpful for the grub map, if anything. It's like I said, I do always miss 1 or 2 there near the end. But that's way, way, way later. I'm not even gonna concern myself with those things right now. Did somebody fall into the acid? Might have. Bad. Oh well. Like I always say, oh well, I do say that all the time. Let's keep moving. Crossroads are big and there's still a lot to go through. Next up is yet another thing that I struggled with my first time around. In case it wasn't obvious, I kinda absolutely sucked at this game when I first played it, like horrendously. This room specifically, down there, that gave me way more trouble than you'd think, given that it's kinda nothing looking back on it. Well, it probably is nothing even for a new player who's not just terrible at video games in general. It's like, you're locked here, you have to fight this aspid. Then, oh look, 2 more spawn. And that's it, that's literally it. But I swear I died to this room many, many, many times my first go around. It was not good. Oh, I probably died on my way back to them. I don't even remember that. But I do know that I struggled with that room for no reason in particular. Other than just my own complete lack of skill. But I guess that's the sort of thing that you can look back on and say, hey, at least now I'm better. And immediately I get hit. Very cool, very cool. Stay at full health. There's no need to play any degree of risk here. There's another mask shard or a vessel fragment or something up there. Right up there. You can see it because my health covers it. You can get it. There's a skip you can do with this thing, but I never bother because it always just dies along the way. But hey, if you're feeling cool and adventurous, you can drag it all the way there and pogo off of it, and then you get a thing early and wow, you're so cool. I don't think it's worth it. It's just a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. Ow. And sometimes we just trade blows with the enemies for no reason in particular. Oh, I say no reason. The reason is that I don't care to try and do better, which is a terrible attitude to have, mind you. It is maybe better to say no reason in particular at that point. Also, completely mistimed that. See daisies. I'll gladly take some damage to get this EO. Okay, maybe that's too much. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm doing great. Yeah, see, that's enough to almost heal back up to full health. It's like nothing ever happened. I mean, nothing ever happens if you think about it. More stuff, more stuff, more stuff. And another aspect right down here. Actually, don't know the name of the big ones that spawn little ones when you kill them. I'm sure they have a name, though. I think that's a name. I'd say I will look at it later, but I know that I will forget. Of course, having said that out loud, now I feel like maybe I won't forget. So either I will look at it later or not. Probably not, if anything, not because of forgetfulness, but just because I don't think it matters much. You know, because it doesn't. And that's the first boss. Quote-unquote boss. It's kinda nothing. Also, it didn't even do its attack where it slams and then it slams and then it slams and then it slams and then it slams. This fight's already easy, but it was somehow made even easier. I don't think I've ever actually fought it without it doing that. What's up with that? Guess it just felt friendly today. Honestly, that's commendable. We love not hurting me in particular. Alright, now here's our good friend, our goodest friend, Sly, the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper and something else. What's that something else? Well, if you played the game, you know, and if you haven't, I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it. We're not focusing on story at all, but you know. If you are focusing on story, if you care about that at all, then this is probably not the stream for you to learn about it. I'm very much just rushing through this. I guess to that degree, saying that Sly is also something else is maybe a spoiler. You can maybe guess it if you just actually pay attention to his initial dialogue there while he was dazed with the orange stuff coming out of him. The infection, as it were. I don't think at this point in the game it's clear that it is an infection, but I trust you to guess. Should I not? Are you by chance unable to? If so, then that's fine. We have not read a single piece of dialogue, so that's maybe completely valid, actually. So I just realized I'm at 3 health. I've not been healing up. Yeah, stay topped up. Otherwise, I could die without realizing that I'm about to die. So another grub rescued. We love to see it, fellas. We love to see it. And another one of these. I hate fighting enemies in this room because the money just falls all the way down and it's so annoying, but I'm so greedy that I need to go get it, and it's on me. It's on me. It doesn't matter. I don't need it. You know what? I am leaving. I am stronger than my base impulse to collect every single piece of money that I see. Also, I don't know if there was any more money that fell down there or if I collected it all already. If I just tell myself that I collected it all, then it's like, you know, something fell down. And that's maybe better, possibly. I love these guys. They got cute little shields and stuff, and you, I think, only ever see them in exactly this room. Isn't that kind of strange? The answer is yes, it is. Means that for the Hunter's Journal entry to be fully completed, you actually need to go back to that room and just grind those guys specifically. Wonder what's up with that. Perhaps there were plans to do something else with them at some point. Maybe place them elsewhere. They're kind of upgrade versions of the pillbug guys. But they never did. I'd think those would be kind of nice to put in the City of Tears, maybe. Rest at the bench, ignore the bench resting tutorial. Wait to open this shortcut. Rule of thumb, even if you're rushing through the game, do yourself a favor and open up the shortcuts. It'll make your life so much easier. It's an achievement for completing the game, any ending, within 5 hours, and it's very doable. Even if you keep fumbling the shortcuts, it's very doable, but it genuinely saves so much time to do it. I would always recommend it. Speaking of things that I would recommend, I personally don't need maps or anything like that, but what I do need is this thing. Why, you might wonder? Because it's a charm, and we want as many sheep charms as possible. The reason for this, the reason for this, I should say, should become apparent within. Oh, I don't have enough money to get the stalwart shell. That is so annoying. That means I'm still gonna have to come back here. Oh well. Behold my amazing time-saving measures. It's literally just going back to the main menu and yeah, it saves the time that it takes to go use the stag. Also, this here charm, the Gathering Swarm, it's kind of useless actually. I will admit it's kind of useless, but because I have this impulse to collect every little piece of money that I see, it actually becomes a huge time saver. So otherwise, I just waste my own time. This, I can focus on doing what needs to be done, and the money will fly right to me. As it should. Also, that guy usually breaks this wall. How dare he not go back enough to break it? Making me do his job? Annoying. Stupid. Oh well. Kinda maybe would have preferred to have gotten the stalwart shell instead of the compass at that point. In my mind, the compass was cheaper, but it clearly wasn't. Like I said, even though I know this game very well, it's been a good while since I've played it. So things like the actual cost of items is not are not entirely clear in my mind, but other stuff like the layout of the map, the rooms and whatnot, that I got handled. That is not something I could forget very easily. Here's our first proper big boss. First mandatory-ish boss. Technically skippable, not really. Okay, so there are two things that I could mean by that. So you can skip this boss, quote unquote, by breaking a breakable wall that appears in the middle of the fight, right on this part. See that? There. Yeah, there we go. Now the boss becomes completely optional. And I got hit just showing that off. But the point is that the boss fight still starts, so does it count as a skip? It probably does. The other way it's skippable is not actually available in Steel Soul mode, but you can use the shade that spawns when you die to get to places that you otherwise shouldn't. I kind of thought you were gonna stop one swinger here, my guy. Sorry. I guess add movesets to the list of things that I'm missing. And there's the city crest, which honestly it's kind of weird that this is an item that you need to get, because it's really unlikely for anyone to make it to the entrance to the city and not have this. This guy is just, like I said, there are ways to skip him, but they're not really all that conventional, I don't think. The breakable wall, how many people are gonna spot that? I sure as hell didn't. The shade skip. Look, if you're cool and trying to break the game, sure, whatever. That's very nice and neat. Should rest at this bench. But yeah, if you're doing that, then sure, I guess that works also. But I feel like most people aren't doing that, and then if you do, I mean, you're getting to the Blue Lake, and from there you can take the big elevator right down to the city, the other side of the City of Tears. At that point, I don't think it matters all that much that you don't have the city crest, because that just opens the front gate. You get there from the right side if you're skipping like that, so you don't care about the gate. You're already in, and honestly, in kind of a more useful spot, if anything. Get the King Station. Incredible warp spot. Would recommend. Always unlock it when possible. And it should always be possible. Like, if you're running so low on money that you're not unlocking the stagways, something's going very wrong. I do mean that, even if you're rushing, they are so cheap, surely you can afford it. Don't then, what are you even doing with your money anyways? You're trying to go fast, the only thing you care about probably is the lantern. That's only 1800, I'm pretty sure, so it's kinda nothing. But behold, another really difficult thing if you're bad at the game like I was my first time around. Yeah. The big boulder guys. They're so powerful. Not really. Not at all. Not in the slightest. And there we go. We are out of here. We are out of the crossroads for now. We'll periodically have to come back here for some stuff, but we did the big, we did the bulk of what needs to be done here for the time being. The rest of it needs what? Crystal Dash to get the glowing womb. This is also the preferred place. The only realistic way you're getting to the Crystal Peak. Realistic? There's no other way to get to the Crystal Peak. What am I saying? You are always going back to a crossroads, if anything, just for that. See anything else? Oh yeah, at the top of this very room, actually, there's something very important. But I'm not showing it to you. Cry about it. Go on, do it. Cry. Go on. Ouchie wouchie. Anyways. On to a new area. A green area. Wait for it. Wait for it. Green path. I'll this is something beautiful. This is magical even. First playing the game, when I got here, it was great. It was this sense of wonder and adventure and exploration, like the world is big. There are more things that I haven't seen. That's a feeling so beautiful. And the game recreated it quite a few times after that even. But this was the first big one that really, really cemented that this game would be something special to me. Said before, and I said in the post announcing this stream even, this is my favorite game. For what it's worth, even if I'm not engaging with the story this time around, I do really love that as well. Played this before any of the actual Souls games is the thing, so this was my first Souls-like even. Played it way back in, what, like 2017 was when it came out. Not then, that was forever ago. And it was beautiful, and it still is beautiful. Back then we didn't have mouse bag. We just played the game and we suffered through not knowing anything. I especially, I mean, I had no Souls-like experience, like I said, so I was very much lost. There's some things that you do pick up inevitably, but there's a lot that you simply can't if you're not experienced with the way this sort of game expects you to engage with the story. But it was a fun first experience, I'd say. Even if, like I said before, I struggled very much through it. I don't just mean with the story like I'm talking about. No. Everything was hard. Bosses, normal enemies. Exploration actually wasn't hard. I think this game is very good about that. Very good about making exploring the map actually very fun and approachable and engaging. So much so that it's... I know some people enjoy a bit of advice while playing the game. Wanna be told what to do, where to go, what order to do things. I just can't, and especially not with this game. I could never. It's just not a thing I'd enjoy taking away from someone else, even if they asked for it. The exploration is such a wonderful aspect of it. Discovering things on your own, finding the paths and the shortcuts and all the little secrets. You told me that you want me to tell you where to go. No. That's the game. That's a part of the game, and my god, I am gonna make you play it. I'm sorry if this comes up as, oh, you can only enjoy this game my way, any other way is wrong. But ask someone else for that, honestly. I won't stop you from looking up guides or getting advice from someone else, but I cannot be the one to give it, is the thing. It's just not how I enjoy this game. I just generally don't enjoy backseating to begin with, but you know, even if I did, I feel like for this game specifically, that is not something I could get myself to do. Also, I keep getting hit by these things. Come on, there's no need for that. Heal up. Gotta try to stay good and nice and healthy. And also gotta watch out for the fool leaders. Those are the plants, that's what they're called. They're fool leaders. If you get hit by them, you are a fool. Though maybe in this game that's a good thing. You'll see when you get there. When I get there. We get there. However you wish to word it. Or even if you don't wish to ward it, it will still happen. These guys were also a pain in my first go around. Now look, they're nothing. Isn't that lovely? Cute little moss crawler guys. They're so nice. If only their bigger variants were also nice. Squibs. Those are the weird dashing mosquito guys. They're dangerous. Lost a Steel Soul run. One of my first attempts actually to one of them. Hell, maybe it was even my first attempt. I don't remember. Was it in this room actually? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. I can't reach you, man. Come on. It was to this three right here. Horrible creatures. There. From losing an entire run to them to, I mean, just kinda beating them effortlessly. Not sure if I also died in that part of my first playthrough. It was long, like 80 some hours. And we're talking base game. This was before Hidden Dreams, before the Grim Troop, before Lifeblood, before Godmaster. Back in my day, it was called Gods and Glory. By back in my day, I mean back when it was first properly announced. They changed the name for some reason. I don't know, something copyright or something. Don't know, don't care. But yeah, fun fact that the final expansion had a different name way back when. Was also a feature, something about enhancing charms or something that was in the trailer but never made it to the final release. That's interesting. I don't think we ever found out what that was about. And unlocking the shortcut. Like I said, we always want to unlock the shortcuts. No need for the bench though. Actually, why don't I have Soul Catcher equipped? I just realized. I was so distracted talking that I did not equip Soul Catcher. Did I even get the Soul Catcher? Oh my god, if I didn't pick up the Soul Catcher, I'm gonna be upset. It's a really good charm in the early game, and it's also a really good charm in the late game, and it's, look, Soul Eater is nice and all, but oh my god, 4 notches is crazy. Okay, good, I did pick it up. That would have been shameful. But yeah, it's just generally good. More soul means more healing and more spells, and honestly, a lot of people, including me, my first go around, are really bad about using their spells offensively. But they are genuinely so good. You're doing yourself a disservice if you're not at least trying to. Promise, your damage output will be much better that way. Look, another thing of delicious lifeblood. I bet you didn't know about that one. Or maybe you did. You probably did. Oh, a guy dead. Oh no, he's alive. He was just sleeping. Now, he's attacking. Very cool. And now he's dead. Don't worry, he'll be fine. He'll recover. They always do. I think the infection pilots corpses. Like, it also makes living people go insane, but it almost certainly is reanimating the dead. The whole nest is weird. The whole timeline is weird. It's really hard to tell to what scale things have progressed time-wise, I mean. You got characters that were born before everything was ruined, and characters that look old, and they are not the same. Old characters like the bug, the elder bug is his name, the one that we didn't talk to up in Dirtmouth. By the time he was young, the kingdom was already gone. But another character that we'll see here, actually, we have already seen her, but haven't formally met her. Though if you are at all aware of Silksong, you know who it is. It's Hornet I'm talking about. She was born before the full extent of everything that happened fully transpired. And she certainly looks younger and sounds younger than the elder bug. So take that however you will. There you go, another grub rescued. We're going for all of them. It's not 112% playthrough if you don't go for all of them, is the thing. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There we go. Yeah, two of them at the same time are kind of annoying. That's fine. That's perfectly fine and fun and fine. And fun. This is a shortcut, so we unlock it because we unlock it. I kinda wanna be at full health for the Hornet bite. I'm not counting on dying, but it's best to be careful. As I always say, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. And sometimes it's a very fast and overt killer. So it's best to stay humble and stay at full health. Whoop. Sorry for not ducking there. I do like to focus during this fight. And evidently I need to because I got hit twice already. There we go. Easy, not hard. Definitely wasn't close at all. It was closer than I would like. Down to 3 masks. Oh no, what is going on here? What are these voices? Who are they? Story things. Story things. But hey, now we got our first big movement upgrade. The dash. I mean, it's a classic and it's good and it's nice. Oh. Wow. Okay, that's on me, but I need you to understand that the only platformer I've played for a good bit is Celeste. So in my brain, the dash was about to work very differently right then. And then it didn't. Oh, maybe it should. Maybe it should. Speaking of Celeste, though, anyone here watch Indie Cross? It's likelier that someone has watched Indie Cross than that they are here. Statistically, if anyone is here, they probably have seen it. Thoughts on Celeste Knight? Good thoughts, hopefully. I don't know, a lot of my friends are not into the ship. And maybe that's fine, but I think that's just them expecting the knight to behave a certain way and not getting that. I myself quite like it. Especially because, I mean, in spite of the whole meant to be hollow thing, the vessels are clearly not. King's, the king kind of sucked at his job, is the thing. This one very much goes out of its way to do things that are very much not in line with its given purpose. But that's the thing, even if it only did what it was meant to, that's still kind of having a will. To me, the lesson there is that you can't make something truly hollow like that. But feel free to disagree, I guess. You'd be wrong, mind you, but you are allowed to disagree. Like, I'll let you. Anything else we missed here? No, that wasn't sad. Oh, a full leader. I forgot about that one. And I just got bitten. I am a fool. Wow. It's early in the game and I'm already a fool. We are winning so bigly you wouldn't believe it. I don't even believe there was another one. Oh my god. That's crazy. This one I'm at least aware of. Give me that, give me all of that. And really quickly, let's pop in here for no reason in particular. Literally no reason. There's nothing to be earned from this. Just like a journal entry and some money. But it's free money. I don't complain about that. Something about gift horses or whatever. Except I guess it's not a gift. I went off my way to get it. We're going for a couple of extra charms here in Green Path. First of which is right around the corner. Right here. Oh, wow. I'm doing great. Right, and that's the Thorns of Agony. Hell yeah. This one I used a lot my first couple of runs, not so much anymore. I'm usually intending to not get hit is the thing. I mean, if you suck at the game, it's good. If you're gonna take damage, you may at least try to inflict some while you're at it. This is definitely not the fastest way to get one going. Huh. That's fine. That's fine. It was probably faster to just go back to the main menu. And by probably I mean definitely faster. Like, way, way, way faster is the thing. Thought I had already hit that guy once, so almost got hit by him just by virtue of leaving him alive for no reason. There we go. Let's not use every single bit of soul on this guy. Need for that, I guess. And by I guess, I mean I literally know that's a bad idea. We're about to fight something else right now. Not a boss or anything, so no reason to be scared about that. But you know, it is something. Two somethings, in fact. I know for a charm that I never use because I think it's bad. I have a friend who actually used it quite a bit. I would never get into it, not even on my first run when I needed to heal a bunch did I think this was any good, really. Ow! Why did I get hit? Why am I bad? Why did I not see it? Sucks to suck. This is a lot better when you approach it with a full thing of soul, but that's fine. Behold, two of these things. We very much wanna try to stick close to the one here. So otherwise... Ow, pain. Otherwise, that one opens and then we have them coming from both sides, and that's just really bad. Hey, could you shoot another friend? Just like that. Another one, please. Ow. And there we go. And another epic main menu teleport back to the bench. So we're just cool like that. We're at a bit less than an hour on the save file. That's good. That's good. We love to see it. Now let's go to the crossroads. So here I'm mildly conflicted about what to do. I know where I'm going and I know what I want, but I don't know exactly what the best approach to it is. I have 3 charm notches right now. I want to be able to use the Gathering Swarm as well as Fragile Greed and hopefully Fragile Strength. That would need 6, which is obviously not happening. And I also do want to be able to buy the Fragile Charms from Leg Eater as soon as I get there. Again, I'm not sure that I'll have enough heal for it. So let's see. I think I'll be satisfied if I just buy a single notch from Salubra. Oh, and I can already afford it. And this needs 4 more charms. That's not good. Yeah, I think we just suck it up and say that's hopefully good enough. It's enough to have Soul Catcher, Gathering Swarm, and Fragile Greed. Alternatively, Fragile Strength is not even... Do I prefer that? Oh, where am I going? This is what happens when you think instead of look at the screen. My hands are ahead of where my brain is the problem. Or maybe my brain is ahead of where my hands are. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's think through this though. Do I have any 1 notch charms that I would like to use while I have a Fragile Strength and the Gathering Swarm? Not really, honestly. We maybe pick up Thorns of Agony and use that just because. I feel like a damage boost like that this early on is maybe good enough to just go for it. Even if it's not something I would consider ideal, really. But I don't think there's any way to get to 6 notches without grinding. Can get really close and... Oh, maybe... Oh, if I'd gone to the... There was maybe a way to get enough money. That probably would have worked. Oh well. Oh, whoops. No. Take me back there. Take me back there. Almost missed my entrance. And by almost, I mean I literally did miss it. Hell yeah, we love Leg Eater. Look at this guy, he's great. And we want to buy all of the goods because they are in fact very good. Oh yeah, we definitely would have had enough for a 6 charm if we'd done that. Oh well. I think I'm gonna stick with fragile strength here. I usually go for greed, but I feel like that's maybe not necessary actually. It matters for getting everything from Salubra, but do I need help with that? Maybe not. We are possibly just fine enough to not care about that. Maybe that's always been the case and I just never noticed because I was too focused on wanting more money. Oh, right, almost forgot. Very important. There's this cute little shortcut, and this room we don't need to go to, but I'm here anyways. Because these guys are funny. You hear those noises? They're great. They're great. Love these guys. They truly make the fungal wastes a place worth exploring. Oh, this is not where I need to be. This is too low. This is too low. Love those guys. Very funny. And of course, I'm never passing up free money. Those weird spore shooter things, though, they are terrible and I hate them. And oh, so used to having fragile greed instead of strength, I expected it to take 3 hits, so I went for that instead of. Oh well. Why am I even going this way? I just want to unlock Queen Station. There's a better way. The way that's literally right below this room, actually. Oh well. I'm already here, so may as well. Just to open the stag station and then head back out. Can teleport back to the bench next to Leg Eater. Isn't that nice? It's so nice, in fact, that that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Alright. Sorry about that. I am back. And I am back. And believe it or not, I'm also back. And there's Queen Station unlocked. A very good station. Not the best though. King Station reigns supreme still just by virtue of being so close to everything. Well, here I can equip something. There. Literally never gonna use that, but never know. I don't know. I really don't. That's the thing. Realistically, if all goes well, I'm not using it. But it does come up because I tend to get hit just for funsies. But I mean sheer laziness. Oh, whoopsie doodles. Just because I know generally the layout of the rooms does not mean that I know exactly where everything is. Like that fun little pool of acid. Usually find those things is a wee bit harder because I don't have fragile strength. Like I said, I usually go for greed. I'm thinking it maybe doesn't even matter. Especially since once I get to the city I can talk to the Relic Seeker and that's a massive money boost. Huge. Enormous even. Also, I didn't even address that, but the character in the other room, Cloth, love her. We all love Cloth. He's very nice and nice. Whoop. Thought I had spell in me, but clearly I didn't. Whoopsie daisies. Once again thought I had spell in me, but I didn't. I'm not paying enough attention, am I? Sucks to suck, I guess. For me, that is. I'm the only one who suffers from it. You, however, are completely fine. There we go. Didn't need to be hard. And it wasn't. Again, lagging slightly. It might be. Probably because, you know, I'm not just playing normally. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, I did. I'm so distracted that I forgot I had actually gone this way already. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Goodness. Oh, there's the Thorns of Agony, I guess. Ow. How did I not see you? Very easily is the answer. Okay, now let's actually go where we're going. Whoops. Eesh. I need to pay attention. I cannot be taking damage like that. That's completely unnecessary. Should also pop up. Should also pop up. Prioritize our safety. Oh, did I? What was that? 3 hits? Let's see. Yep, 3 hits for the big ones, 2 hits for the little ones. That's it's actually really good. Wow. I should use Fragile Strength near the beginning more often. I'm wasting my time here not doing things that need to be done. Wow, that was all kinds of scuff. Let's stop doing that. Let's pay attention to what we're doing. Okay, to be fair, that one I literally couldn't see. The game's fault, mind you. It's just because I'm generally not good at seeing things is the problem. Like that. I literally didn't spot that that one was still alive. Also, I'm mismeasuring the distance here really bad. Let's get to this bench down here and then go properly into the village. There are goodies to be found. A very specific pair of goodies. A pair that actually comes together because it's just a single item. But you know, presumably there's two of them. At least I'd like to think there is. Does the description say whether or not it's one or two, though? That's the question. The answer is... who knows? I haven't read that in forever. Have at some point read everything. Just about everything, probably. Everything I ran into. And everything that was covered in a Mossbag video. If there's something that I haven't seen, then I guess I haven't seen it. I won't know about it on account of not having seen it. But why assume that when I can not? So I won't. There it is, the Mantis Claw. Now we got wall jumping. The best kind of jumping. Aside from double jumping, but that's not coming for a good bit. You know how it is. Right? So you gotta think of where to end things up here. I don't want this to go on for too long. We need a satisfying way to conclude things. Mantis Lords are right down there, but it's surely that time even is it. Yeah, stream's only gone on for a little bit over an hour. We can definitely go for a bit longer. Can and will, actually. Gotta make our way down there, unlocking the path as we go along, because why wouldn't we? And getting all the goodies as well, because why wouldn't we? And right below us now is the next boss. A very good boss, but not the best version of itself, if you know what I mean. If you don't, well, you'll see. Well, not for a good while, but you should see. Oh, would you look at that? It's my ringtone. This is my ringtone. It's good boss music, what can I say? Missing a couple of hits here. That's not great. Like that. There's no reason to miss that one. That was easy. That was entirely mine. And I just didn't. I actually focus a bit for this second phase, unfortunately. So I do need to be able to see what's going on. That takes a bit more concentration, unfortunately. Oh. Whoops. Could have done it hitless. Ow. Okay, lock in, lock in. Okay. Easy. Easy, not hard. Easy and not hard. Alright, now back to the top. There's stuff to be gotten and more stuff to be gotten. And also, very cool, mantises no longer attack us unless, you know, it's in retaliation, which is fair. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop attacking them. As far as I'm concerned, that just means I get a free hit. And whoop. Almost fell into those spikes. That would have been shameful. There it is, the mark of pride. It lengthens your nail. Of course, it's 3 notches, so it's not ideal. Now we go down here to rescue someone. Her, she's that someone. You saw her. And there's the Sans Undertale charm. Jump and another jump. Lots of more jumps actually. This may be intended to be like a sort of, no, I was gonna say a sort of tutorial-ish for how wall jumps work, but no, that's that little section right after you get the claws that you need to hit the lever to open up the way to the lords. Which, mind you, is kind of optional actually. You don't have to fight the Mantis Lords at all. You probably will. Easiest way to get into deepness, but there's other ways. If you're willing to wait, you can go through Queen's Gardens. If you're a bit less patient, the fungal course right there. I think actually there's yet another path that we can access from the fungal wastes. I forget exactly. Yeah, definitely can. Can and will. Well, if anything, just to show that it exists. But I'm not keen on going into deepness right now. It sounds like a terrible idea. One thing that you could get from there is the Trampas and Pale Ore. But I don't desperately need either of them, is the thing. We'll at least come up here to get the Spores charm. Again, no intention of actually using it, but it's good for notches. Speaking of, could go back to Saluva actually. Another notch is always welcome. I just don't think I need it. I would like it though. Is it a waste of time? Or nah? Kind of isn't actually. Go like a notch and set for long nail. We don't have a long nail. Would go buy long nail from her. She also sells long nail. Would not be opposed to that. Or if I'm feeling fancy, I could go for something cool like the Shaman Stone. We doing a spellcasting build? Probably not. Maybe. Oh, right. I always forget there's nothing up here. Oh no! Oh well. Grub, rescue. And that there leads to the path to deepness that I mentioned earlier, but I'm not going there. That seems like a terrible idea. I think now it's about time we actually go to the city. That sounds about right. That sounds nice. That sounds very good, I'd say. One of my favorite areas in the game. One of many. I hope Silksong is just as good. Doesn't have to be better. It'd be hard for it to match it, but I do hope it's just as good. Well, actually, given how nimble and acrobatic Hornet's moveset seems to be, maybe this is not the game to compare it to. Maybe what it's really competing with is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Also peak game, by the way. Actually peak. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Unless you have crippling arachnophobia, in which case... the spider area is mandatory. I have a friend who started playing it recently because another friend of his recommended it. I didn't. I wouldn't because of the spider section, because he's really bad with that. Every time I thought about, oh hey, I should get him to play this game, I've been like, actually that's a bad idea. He literally will not be able to complete it because his arachnophobia is genuinely that bad. But I guess we'll just have to see what he does about that, if anything. See, more the spider is kind of a mandatory boss, as it turns out. Need to fight her for the ice of the forest, I think. Was it the ice? It's probably the ice. It's thematic, because she's in the dark place. Oldwood Depths or something to that effect. I need to stop doing that. Oh my god. Let's rest and let's keep going. But yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Wisps. Sorry about that. Cat walked into the room. My beautiful, stinky son. Horrid creature. I love him so much. Even if he sometimes bites. But that's fine. That's fine. I know they love bites, so I forgive him. I don't know why my ability to play the game correctly seems to have completely disappeared as soon as I got into the city. What is going on here? Do not need to be getting hit like that. I mean, you never need to be getting hit at all, but come on.
Ranjo
Some standards here. Can and should and do, just not living up to them.
Jonsha.
Now this here, the nailsmith.
Garadel
Something
Akari.
fun about the way this works is that enemy health does scale up, so a bunch of people will tell you, oh, don't get spell upgrades, they're bad. Makes your spells technically worse. And to that I say, screw you, I want a cool looking pure now. Also, I mean, if I'm going for a pure melee thing, then this is just better. Literally better. Why am I going here? There's nothing this way. I need to go the other path. This was something that confused me a lot my first go around because I just didn't spot it. Why is the elevator up there? I'm not knowing. Why did I do that? Wasting my own time. Never go back up there. Not really. Except maybe to grind some journal entries for a couple of guys there that... Is it spoilers to say they disappear from the crossroads? Not really, as long as I don't say what happens. Although I guess by saying that you know what guys I'm talking about. But that's fine. Oh, almost got knocked off by that guy. That would have been annoying. But not too much. Shortcut. And relic Sacred Lamb. I love this guy. He gives free money. Literally free money.
Pal.
These things are legitimately useless except for selling them to him. And he gives you some lore while he's at it.
Velmi Artred.
If you care, then that's very nice.
Boris' son? Helma Delker.
Right, we're out of things to sell, but now we are rich. Can get all the things that matter now. By that I mean way more charms. And also the lantern. We do need the lantern that Sly sells. It's not technically mandatory, but it might be. No way I'm going through deepness without being able to see. How about you? But I like being able to perceive the environment I'm traversing. It's also relevant for like 1 or 2 rooms in Crystal Peak. Neither of which are mandatory actually, so that's fine. Deepness, definitely 100% required. Those couple of rooms, not so. Delicious rancid egg. Alright. Is that everything? Yeah, it sure is. There is almost certainly going to unlock this shortcut, but anyways, because I can. Right. Yes. We're about to get to the big important sub-area of the City of Fears now. Let's do this fight first. For some reason in my mind that was gonna spawn a third wave of enemies. Fun fact about this room specifically, I don't know why, but it used to be horrendously laggy. Legitimately the laggiest room in the game. The section that we just passed off the City of Tears actually used to be a single very tall room as well. It was also really laggy for some reason. Fixed that in the Lifeblood update. Was not really one of the big DLCs, though it may have well have been. Changed a lot of things about the base game. Completely remodeled a very uninteresting area in my opinion. I don't know what the general consensus on it was before. As far as I'm concerned though, before Lifeblood it was unfinished. And now it's finished and it even has its own cute little boss guy. Or should I say its cute little buzz guy. Get it? Yeah, that's it. And that's that. This guy was also really hard my first time around, believe it or not. And everything was really hard my first time around. What can I say? I'm very good at getting good, but not very good at being good. I shouldn't even say that. That's just setting myself up to get absolutely gotten. Not even gotten by something worth getting gotten by. Just by something. Anything. Oh. Didn't realize this was another one. I mean, I knew that there were multiple of them, I just didn't know one had spawned. There's another one coming right up. That one I know where it spawns exactly. Alright. Coming up next, a boss fight that I feel like, okay, I struggled with it. I know I've struggled with everything thus far, but this one specifically, I think a lot of people found needlessly difficult as well. I don't know why. I think at some point we all just decided that actually it's not that bad. And we'd be right to decide that because it literally isn't. For some reason when the game first came out, this guy that's coming up next felt like the hardest boss ever. As it turns out, he's kind of nothing. Oh, I should have picked up Howling Wraiths before coming to the city. I could have, and should have. Remind me to do that after I'm out of here. Yeah. I say remind me like I'm doing this for Bits of Zero. When he teleports down, he's doing the dash or he's just doing something else. Oh look, wowie. Soul Master, more like Soul Dead Master. Right, fellas? Wait, guide's thing. Wow. Oh my god, how unexpected. Phase 2. I think it's like a little fake out. It's so over the top that on subsequent runs it's like, oh yeah, this is terrible acting. But you definitely buy it the first time around because why wouldn't you? Now we get the ultimate power. Desolate dive, or as me and my friends call it. Because that's the noise he makes. It's a real good spell. Some screenshots, I think, from the beta actually show this one being different way back during development. It was like an actual punch rather than a dive. I didn't see you there, you know, because you weren't there. So I understand why enemies appear there. In case you don't have any soul, I guess. Would prefer if I had remembered it was gonna do that, but that's on me, I guess. Hello there. Goodbye. So of course, going back there for the grub. Gotta. No grubs left behind, as they say. Play spawns like so many of these guys that it's almost not even worth trying to dodge them, because you'll get enough soul to heal everything back up anyway, so why bother? There's just so many of them. Look at that. Already even got the Hunter's Journal entry fully done there. Another one coming right up. Two. Oh. Wowie. I remember there only being one. Goes to show, I guess. I saw the Soulmaster's corpse was still there. Yeah, that comes back. You'll see. Maybe. Probably not. Let's just make our way out of here. Through this path. That's here. Whatever. I genuinely cannot care about taking damage here in the Soul Sanctum. It's nothing. So many enemies spawn that do so little that it's not even worth worrying about. Whoops. There we go. Now, here's some info about this room. It actually has a breakable wall right here. That leads to here. That leads to a bench. Now, what's fun is that the room with the elevator and the room with the bench actually used to be separate. It was the Lifeblood update that actually put them together and added that breakable wall. Before then, you need to exit the Soul Sanctum through the normal path, and then go up to the bench room. This just saves a wee bit of time. Not a whole lot, but we take it. Yeah. Whatever. Flying ones are so annoying because they move away from you like that. Come on, come on. Just let me hit you. It'll make life so much easier if you just let me kill you. And a simple key. Need a bunch of this to beat the game. Up to fully complete the game, I should say. A weird, mysterious tree-looking thing with Dreamcatcher, whatever. So wonder what that's about. That's a joke. I don't know what that's about, but I don't. Never knows how quiet it is up here. Ow. That was pathetic. Come on. There you go. A couple of things that I'd like to do here. first, very important, unlock the stagway. Stag station. Yeah. Next, we gotta go to the left of here and take the big elevator. You haven't seen the big elevator, but it's right there. There's journal, free money, literally free money. See, we're going to the crossroads from here, getting a shard of whatever. Salubra, charms, notches. Then I think we're going back to Queen Station. Some stuff that needs to be done there. Needs to and will be done. Usually take damage going down there. Was way more careful than usual using critical spells. I never remember the enemy layout for that. Doesn't matter though. Done is done. I don't think there was anything up this way. Yeah, it's nothing. Some money, which, I mean, always welcome, I guess. Should have gone... It's fine, I don't think the routing matters too much. I'll go get that in a bit. What do I mean by that? We'll see. We'll see. Here's your girl Salubra, selling all the best charms. And the delicious notch. And how many do we need for that? 5. And okay, this is good. This is great. And 2 and 3. Oh yeah, we're gonna have way more than enough money. Oh, that's wonderful. Needs 7 more. Remember that number, because I will not. Let's quickly teleport back to the bench. Doing really good on time here. It is not a speedrun per se, but I am pretty fast. Let's go to Dirtmouth. Get some things. As I say. Actually, yeah, there's quite a few things that I want to be getting here. First up is this mask shard, which, admittedly, I did forget about. That's from rescuing Bretta down there in the fungal wastes. Don't know why I was filling the volumes there. It's a nice little hollowness seal. Very cool. Here we're about to cash in our grubs. Collect a good amount of them. As many as we could have, as far as I know. Almost enough for another mask. Also, Grub Song is legitimately really good. Even if my intention is to avoid getting hit. Like, gonna get hit. Grub Song is the best benefit I can hope for from that. Right now, let's get that charm that we missed from Sly. And let's get the vessel fragment. There, a third one of those, and we'll get a new vessel thing for our soul. And I thought, for some reason I remember the mask shard being more expensive than it is, but I'll take it. Was gonna get our fourth one from somewhere else, but that works just fine. Also, I'll always take a rancid egg. That's free money. If you Of course, doing that now would be kind of wasteful. Let's see what we can do about our charms here. Something like this maybe. It's not full. Yeah. And there's what I intended to be the fourth mask shard, but instead it's the fifth. Or the first of the new set, if that's how you want to look at it. That's fine regardless. It's just one last thing that I want to do. Also, new area pog champ, new area pog. Ow! Champ. Alright, alright, alright. Is it this hole? It is not this hole. But it's at least money. Always take that. I didn't mean to fall down. You seldom mean to fall down. It still happens. It does. It's kinda gotta deal with it. Expertly dodged. And immediately punished. But I was just gonna get caught on that wall there, but you know how it is. Unless you don't. Something, something, something. Overconfidence. Right, let's just take it slow. Fairly optional area with a bit of lifeblood. We always take that. And the delicious hollowness seal. It's literally free money. Oh. I'm doing great. All that was lost was a bit of lifeblood there, so it doesn't even matter. I don't like the way this place is positioned specifically because you need the mantis claws to get there, but realistically, I feel like most people, their first time going to the fog canyon is gonna be through Green Path, so they're not gonna have the mantis claw. Okay, where are the squibs? Oh, there were more. Where are you? There you are. Okay, now we're Well, that's on me, I guess. I'm not going back up there. And our third and final spell. Would have been nice to have against the Soul Master, but I just didn't remember to get it. Because like I said, this place is just awkwardly positioned. It's just out of the way enough that it doesn't come to mind to go back for it. But that's okay. That's perfectly okay and fine and good. Ow. No! Almost made it back without getting hit once. And technically I did. I did not get hit. I fell into acid. Still took damage, but it's a completely different principle. Also, there was no need for that. There was no need. It was risky for genuinely no reward. Need to stop playing around with the jellyfish. Gonna get me killed someday. Hell, they probably have got me killed already. Now this is the way in through green path. I don't think I even went into this room earlier, but you know, it's a room and it's in green path. You can figure it out. I believe in you. Don't disappoint me. Just face tank, just face tank. Literally just face tank. Wish I could kill those guys after they come out of the massive moss charger. Ow. What was up here? Ah, one of these things. This area is just completely optional. Oh. Completely messed everything up. I ruined it. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh well. Not about to get too concerned with that. That's whatever. Don't worry, Grub. Stop crying. I'm almost. I could have made it if I didn't hesitate there at the end. Honestly, don't even know why I hesitated. It's not like I was gonna make it back to the thing. It was not ending well for me. Not in the slightest. There we go. That shortcut's gonna come up like way later. But it does come up. And there's our first addition to the vessel. Now we can collect 33% more soul. This is not happening. Whatever, as they say. And they's me, so they're right. Actually, is there anything else that I want to be doing here? I don't think so, actually. I think we are good for now. Let's go back to the stag station. Wind station. That's the last one we were at. Wowie zowie. And into the crossroads now. Let's see. How much time are we at? Alright, it looks like we've been going for about 2 hours. And that's kind of good enough, actually, so... Goodbye.